Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters. It's me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you, especially because you are my ascendant brother or sister. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for us. So what is the destiny card? What is the overarching or overriding theme or energy that is coming through? What is happening to us? And this week we get the Justice card, right? This week we get the power to choose. This week you might very well be getting a job offer. You might be getting a contract to sign. You may very well be presented with some sort of information or some kind of facts. The Destiny card represents what you will do or the energy that's permeating your life. The Justice card, ruled by Libra, talks about decisions. It talks about contracts. It talks about signing documents. It talks about you making the final decision. And the fact that the Destiny card is happening here suggests that there is something coming in for you to consider. For a lot of you, actually, the words that I'm hearing are job offer or job opportunity. So I feel like this relates to the to the professional life. For some of you, a very select few, this will be about you finally having to make a choice between the two partners that you've got kind of on the go. And that's not to say that you're cheating or doing anything, untoward. It's just to say that for the energy that's coming through for partnerships off this card for me, it really does feel like there are two people in the picture, and it's almost like you're questioning, like you can see the pros and cons of both of them, but you know that you're reaching that point where you have to make a decision. Well, this week that is when you make the decision, and ultimately whatever way you go will be the right way, right? As long as you keep in your integrity, you choose those two people, you choose out of those two people in the best way, and you do it from a place of love, from a place of integrity, and say, look, you know what, I have to be honest and upfront with how I feel. As long as you do that, and you will be able to walk away without having to throw a pinch of salt behind you, if you catch my drift, right? So let's have a look at the direction. How does this shape up? What does it look like? The Page of Swords, right? So for some of you, this literally is a job offer, a job interview. This is about you hearing, because the Justice card, contracts, decisions. I was talking about job offers. Page of Swords is paperwork, letters, invites, interviews. It's all of those things, anything that happens in the mental arena or capacity. And the fact that you've got the Page of Swords as the direction suggests that there will be more than one job offer or more than one route that you can take to the outcome that you're hoping for, which is absolutely fantastic. It's always good to have options. Bringing it back to this whole thing about the personal level, when you're making the decision between these two people that you have in your life, base it on the facts, right? I'm not saying don't, be cold and don't put your emotions in there. What I'm saying are base it on the facts, not just on how you feel. Bring it out of the heart space, right? Keep the emotion, but bring it out of the heart space and bring it up into the mind so that you can make a decision based on what both of them say. Some of the stuff and the information that happens between the heart and the head, sometimes it is conflicting. And that's why it's really important to check in with both aspects of self. What does your mind say about what your heart is telling you to do? Follow that. And I promise you this week you will make a decision that is not only fair, but is ultimately just. All right, so I want to ask you a question. Is there something that you've been working on or struggling with? Something that you have been trying to get up off the ground for the longest time, but just don't seem to be able to make it work? Something that you really want to do or something that you really believe in, and you constantly think, why is this not happening for me? Well, what if I could tell you I could help you with that? I could take you on a journey and I could literally stay with you at every step of that journey and take you through the process of discovering what that blockage was. And I'm not talking about a tick list. I'm talking about really getting to what that block was, where it came from in your past or in your history. to then take you on that journey to severing ties with that block or that holdback or that baggage, and then to take you on even further beyond that, so that once you've done that work, I could build you up, charge you, literally shock you over and over like a lightning rod with energy and power and magic and abundance, so that you had the energy to push on with that goal. And then finally shoot you off into the future, literally FLP style, shoot you off into the future to show you what that success looks like, how to lock in those results, if there were any pitfalls, how you navigated them, and ultimately how you arrived at your most successful outcome. That is what Tribal Tuesday is all about. That is what I designed, and that's what I truly believe in at this moment in time. And I can't wait to get started with it, to build this little community. And if you want to be a part of it, please don't forget to check out the link in the description box below. With that said, let's have a look at your insight. What is going on? What is the extra info that the universe has in store for you to share with you this week ahead? And this week we get the Queen of Swords, right? So as the Queen of Swords, I always say, is a person that's got a mouth like a sewer but a heart full of gold. And this is the insight. The thing that you're being asked to do, whatever decision you make, right? Whatever person you go for, it's interesting because you guys know me, I don't really do love readings, but this is coming through very, very strongly. So if you are in this situation where you're choosing between two partners, this week you need to put yourself in the person who you're going to have to ultimately let go of or let down. This is about letting them down gently. Put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself, how would you want it to be done for you? How would it make you feel? How would you want somebody to break up with you, to let you down gently, to tell you that it isn't working and that they don't want to continue with you? How would you do that? How would you want it done to you? This is what the insight is asking for you this week. To be fair, to be open, to be just. For a lot of you, there is a Libra female coming in here that's going to feature in some way, shape or form. If it's not a Libran female, it will be somebody that helps, somebody that acts like a sounding board for you. Somebody like a friend, an advisor, a parent, an aunt, somebody that is, will tend to be slightly older than you, that will give you a different perspective or an outlook, is coming in for you, which I think is brilliant. On a personal level, it really is about that. Now, when it comes to work, this is asking you to be rationally detached. Does whatever offer is coming through really work for you? Why are you taking it? Why did you seek it in the first place? And whatever offers and contracts and things come through for you, you're being asked to really look at it through objectivity, right? Take your feelings and your emotions out of it, put them to one side and look at exactly what is, so that you can be honest and open about what you can truly offer, about what it is that you are truly able to commit to and to give. So, sounds like a really interesting week. It's all about personal and professional stuff this week. There's not a lot more else coming through. So that's really interesting. Let me know how it shapes up for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. Take care and I'll see you soon.